everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. There's been a lot of things on my mind at the moment, which I don't know if this is going to help anyone else or if it supports anyone else. I don't know, but I just kind of wanted to sit and chat. And I know that sounds really random and completely different to some of my normal videos. Obviously it's completely different to my normal videos. But yeah, I've had a lot of good things happen in my life lately, and I just wanted to share with you how I feel like my life has gone up to this point and how I am so shocked and surprised that good things are happening to me. And I'm truly so grateful for everything that has been passed my way this past month or so, because I've struggled. I think I've struggled throughout life ever since, I don't know, probably since I was about early teens. I don't know how to describe it. I was bullied at school. My parents split up at a young age, and it still affects me now. Like, certain things about that still affect me now, and it's not something that I really like to talk about, even though I'm 28 years old. Yeah, so I think that definitely had sort of an effect on me growing up as well. But yeah, I was bullied at school really quite badly. It was bad enough for me to change schools and move schools, and it was right in that last year of high school, so it was important GCSE year. I knew I wouldn't have done well anyway because I'm really not academically challenged at all. But yeah, it was horrible. And do you know what? It's throughout high school and throughout college, I was made to feel like I was nothing. I was made to feel like I was a piece of, yeah, I'm not going to swear. I don't want to swear on my channel, so I'm not going to swear. And yeah, and do you know what? Even throughout, like, my early 20s before I moved to London, if I went on a night out and saw some of the people that I'd gone to school with who were the bullies, they would still make remarks and still, like, snigger and look and stare, and it puzzled me, thinking, alright, okay, kids, high school and that, but you're now, like, in your 20s. Have you not grown up yet? But that still would really, like, get to me, and it shouldn't have got to me, but at that time where I was so young and I guess naive, I would let them get in my head and I would let them bother me. And looking back, I think how stupid, like, if I knew then what I knew now, as everyone says, I wouldn't have even worried about it. I literally would not have let it get to me at all. But I struggled with depression, and I would say from probably about 14, 15 when the bullying started onwards. But I mastered the fact of how to hide it, and I was so good at hiding it until it got to the point where I decided that I wanted to move to London. So I had been in a relationship since I was 19 and had been with him until I was about 21, 22. We'd bought a house together. We'd done quite a lot together, but he was a bit older than me, so he wanted to start settling down, having kids, marriage, that kind of thing. And I just got to the point where I was 22 and I was like, do you know what? This is not what I want. I want to go off, I want to move back to London. It was always my dream of coming back to London. And that was going to be a big thing. I was 22 years old. I was packing up my life. I was selling a house, which at 22 years old, wow, that was just crazy. Crazy even having bought a house at that age as well. It was mad. So yeah, I sold the house, which there was half of me that didn't want to do that. There was half of me that still wanted to cling on to that and hold on to that. But then the other half of me was just like, no, I need to get out and spread my wings and fly, basically. And I remember having this complete and utter breakdown a couple of weeks before moving to London, where I literally I shut myself in this empty house that I'd sold until the keys were handed over. I literally sat there for 2 weeks solid, just hidden away, just crying, just being a total recluse, basically. And I just couldn't see that way out, and I knew that I should have been excited moving to London, and I was, don't get me wrong, but this black cloud. Now if you struggle with depression and you struggle with sort of mental health issues, you will know what I'm talking about, but everybody experiences it in a different way. But I can describe it as this black cloud that is sitting on me, that is pushing my shoulders down, and it pushes me further and further and further down, and these, not voices, but these thoughts, these negative thoughts that will constantly come into my mind telling me that I'm worthless, that I can't do this, that I should just give up. And I never ever did give up. I went and I sought help from a doctor in Hereford, and do you know what? He was absolutely amazing. He has been the only doctor that I've come across throughout my whole sort of mental health issues. He is the only doctor who sat down and spoke to me and understood. And he let me talk. He let me just sob in the doctor's room, and he helped me so much like you wouldn't believe. Like, he was absolutely amazing. Dr. Kipax his name was, and I don't know, God, I couldn't even tell you if he was still a doctor now, but he was such a lovely bloke. And don't get me wrong, like, my family are absolutely amazing and I love them so much, and they've supported me. They have supported me like you wouldn't believe, and I wouldn't let them in sometimes. I wouldn't let them see what I was kind of struggling with, and it took a long time to open up to them about kind of what I was going through. And yeah, once I did turn around and tell them, they were just, I don't know if I was scared. I don't know what it was about not telling them. Like, they've never made me feel like I shouldn't be who I am or shouldn't be a certain way. They've always supported me. God, I don't know, well, my hair was a different colour any time, but they would support me through that. Like, my tattoos, my mum may not necessarily agree with tattoos, or, well, at the time, she's now got a tattoo now. But, yeah, so growing up, she despised tattoos, and she said, I may not like them, but I won't judge you for them. So that's my kind of family. They, even if they may not like something, they would never disown me or like judge me for anything like that. So my family's support when I finally did tell them was just absolutely incredible, and I kind of don't know why I didn't speak about it sooner. And I guess this is kind of what I'm trying to say to you guys, is if you are going through something, just speak to someone. There is so much awareness now for mental health and those sorts of issues that just talk to someone. You will feel so much better, even if you just go to someone and just say, look, I just need to cry and I just need someone to be there to tell me that it is going to be okay. At one point, that's all I needed. I just needed that one person to say it's going to be okay. So yeah, anyway, I managed to kind of, so I went on to medication. So I went on to citalopram. No, sorry, I went on to mirtazapine first. Wow, my gosh, I would sleep for 15 hours a day. It was not amazing at all. I mean, it stopped some of the kind of symptoms, but that was because I was asleep all the time. So yeah, it wasn't amazing. So then I went on to citalopram, and that really did help me. But as soon as I stopped taking it, that's when I would start to feel sort of down and depressed again. And when I moved to London, this was all kind of what I was going through, and I had a bit of a rocky start when I came to London. It wasn't easy, believe me. I was literally I was a little fish in a big pond, whereas kind of a big fish in a little pond before in Hereford, because it is so small. So it was really, really, really difficult to kind of pick myself up, and I struggled for a good while before I was able to kind of finally say, I mean, it's only until recently, I'd say, about a year ago, I'd say 2 years ago, when I could actually say, I feel like I have made it. I feel like I've stood on my own 2 feet, and I feel like I am above water now, like I am coping and I'm in a good place. So I moved to London in 2013, and it's now 2018, so it was quite some time before I could actually say I've done it. Like, I'm happy and I'm comfortable. So yeah, it took a while, but now so I met Billy just after moving to London, actually, and we've been together obviously ever since. And then we got our house that we have now 2 years ago, because it'll be in November, 2 years in November. It's mad, it's gone so quick. And now I can finally say that I'm happy and I'm comfortable, and So many good things are happening. Like, it's unbelievable. But I am still struggling with mental health issues. I think I've learnt to deal with my depression. I've learnt the signs, the triggers, sort of the symptoms where I can kind of not self-medicate, but self-soothe, I guess, if that's the right terminology for that. I can kind of self-soothe myself to sort of bring myself up again, or get myself out of that situation before it gets to that point where I'm just going to go and go straight back down again. But at the moment, and earlier this year, I was diagnosed with anxiety neurosa, which is the most, I think for me, over the depression, this has been I think the most difficult thing to deal with, because it is just horrendous. It is basically like OCD with the most craziest thoughts that you could deal with. Like, it's just mad. I don't know where it started, how it started, why it started, because all of the things that are going through, or would go through my head, have never happened before. So I have no reason to be so anxious about these things. So for example, I have to check, or where I'm learning to cope with it, I've reduced the amount of times I have to do it. So before I go to work, I can't leave any knives out. No knives, no sharp objects, no kind of blunt objects. The cooker, I have to check the cooker, and plugs. Oh my God, plugs. So I have to go around everywhere. I know I've not used my straighteners in the morning, but I still have to check my straighteners. I know I've not used the iron, but I still have to go and check the iron. And I have to do this a number of times, and in my head I'm thinking something bad. If I don't do this, something bad will happen to Tanner. So the house is going to go on fire or something like that. And God forbid, touch wood, I've never ever experienced a house fire before. I've never been in a house fire or anything like that. So why these thoughts and feelings happen, I couldn't tell you. I honestly could not tell you. But yeah, I would have these awful thoughts of something bad happening to Tanner. Or it would be like, I don't know, say we're out shopping in Tesco's or somewhere like that, and something falls on the floor. Somebody would just walk past that. No, not me. I would look at that and I would tell myself, just leave it, just leave it, just leave it. But then there's something else in my head saying, if you don't do that, something's going to happen to your mum, or something's going to happen to your dad. And I would have to physically do it, and I would have to go back and check that I'd done it, because of this terrifying fear of something bad happening to the ones that I love. It's just, it's crazy. It really does sound crazy, and I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to live with something like that. So if you went through the camera roll on my phone, you'll find every day there is about 5 pictures of the cooker to the stove to make sure it's all turned off, the oven isn't on, like the plugs are all off. It's like, but if I use the oven in the mornings to do toast or something like that, or cooking whatever, even if I do Billy's crumpets, you know, the cooling down fan. Even if I'm late for work, I will not leave for work until I know that that oven has cooled down and that fan is off. Because for whatever reason, in my head, that if I leave, that's going to start the oven back up again and cause a fire. It's just, it's the craziest thing to deal with and explain unless you've gone through it yourself. It's just bizarre, and a lot of bad things started to happen earlier in this year. And I was blaming it on myself and thinking it was because I haven't done something in a certain way, or I haven't done this, or I haven't done that. And I would blame me, and it was just driving me to the point of madness. And it was driving Bill insane as well, because he'd come home, all the plugs are all like taken out, and oh, this is this way and this is this way, because of me and these stupid anxieties. And it's just, it's neurotic. That is what it is. And I guess that's why they say it's neurosis, anxiety neurosis, because it seriously is neurotic. And I do still have these thoughts, and I do still have these urges to, like, I have to keep checking things, but I'm learning to manage them because, well, my mum helped me massively, like you wouldn't believe. She kept telling me to So write a diary basically. So start the diary with, okay, so what is bothering me and why is it bothering me? So it would be, okay, have to check the cooker because I'm terrified of it starting a fire and something bad happening to Tanner. So what do I do to overcome that? So my coping mechanism was starting to reduce the times of checking things. I know it's off, it's okay, so I have to do my little mantra. So I know it's off, I've checked it once, I know it's off, I've checked it once, nothing's going to happen, it's going to be fine. And I've taken the photo on my phone to revert back to and have a look at. And then at the end of the day, once I'd come home, or Bill had come home, everything's fine. Everything is fine, so I'd write in it, so fear, 0, Charlie 1, something like that. And the outcome. So basically, nothing had happened as expected. So my mum's helped me massively to kind of overcome this anxiety. So these are kind of like my coping mechanisms now. It's never happened before. It's probably most likely not going to happen now. And it's all these kind of, I've overcome that fear. I don't need to keep fixating on that fear because it hasn't happened. It's not happened. It's very, very, very highly unlikely not going to happen. And it's just, yeah, learning to cope with, I don't know, the anxieties, the thoughts, the voices. It's just, yeah, learning to cope. It does drive me insane. And I'm sure there are so many people out there who are going through the same thing. And I just want to tell you guys that it is okay. And it's, I mean, it's not normal, but it is normal. Like, everybody's experiencing something. Everyone is going through something. So just talk about it. I mean, look, I've just explained everything that I've been through, so please just come and talk to me. Like, I'm, you know that if you're my constant watchers, my true loyal watchers, you'll know that I always write back to you, and it doesn't matter what it's about. Like, it honestly doesn't matter. Just talk to me. I really don't mind. I'm there for you just as much as you guys are there for me, supporting me. Like, it's amazing. So anyway, what I'm going to go on to now after all of that is getting to the point where I have been now. That was my bit of Herefordian coming out of me. So I'm in this little cloud, this little bubble of happiness at the moment. And firstly, I have to thank all of you guys who are watching me and who are supporting my YouTube, because with my anxieties, I do have these negative thoughts, and I never thought that I would be sitting on, I don't know, what is it, 1,800 odd subscribers, and messages, all these wonderful messages I get on Instagram and all in the comments and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, you're watching me, why me? What is it about me? It's just crazy. So yeah, I really have to thank you guys for that. And honestly, deep down, you have no idea how much you make me happy and make me smile. And like, just a simple comment, oh, this is a really nice video, loved it, and it just means the world to me. And I think that is where it stemmed from, where I've been told throughout all from my teenage life that I was nothing, and I wouldn't amount to nothing, and I wouldn't be nothing, and wouldn't be nothing. You know what I mean? So for people to actually like me, it's just crazy. It's mad, and it's just, honestly, it's amazing. So thank you so much. And secondly, I've been offered the most amazing job that I could ever dream of. I've not been happy at my current workplace for a good few months now, and it was dragging me down, it was getting me to that point, and it was just trying to cope with it. But yeah, this amazing job opportunity has arisen, and I went for it, and never even in a million years thought I'd get it. But lo and behold, I did. So oh my gosh, it's just crazy. It's like I'm in shock and I'm gobsmacked. And I start this job on the 9th of November. No, I don't. I started on the 12th of November. I finished my current job on the 9th of November. And I am so excited, and it's just incredible that they've given me the opportunity to do that. So I'm going to be working in the city, well, Canary Wharf for the time being, as a PA in a financial wealth company, and it's completely different to what I've ever done before. But the job description, I was like, I can do that, and I know I can do that, and I'll be so good at doing that. And I'm kind of like giving myself a bit of self-confidence there, of course. But yeah, still, I never thought I'd get it in a million years, and for whatever reason, they obviously liked me enough to give it to me, and I'm like, oh my god. It's crazy, and I love it, and it's just, yeah, I'm so happy. It's going to be like a career change of a lifetime, and so far, from what I've seen from the job so far, it's just going to change my life completely. It really, really, really is. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity. And thirdly, and I'm so, so excited to tell you this as well, and again, I can't believe it's me and they've offered it to me. So, you know my love for Bronzy, and you know that they were the first people to take that chance on me. They were the first people to send me a product to try out for my YouTube, and at that time I was still like, me? Okay. And do you know what? I absolutely fell in love with the product right from day one. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Like, it's my back and body tanning mitt. If you've watched my tanning videos, you'll see that I use my Bronzy. I use my Bronzy all the time, unless it's been for a video where a tanning product have sent me their own mitt as well, because I will use that for the purpose of that video of applying it with their product. But I will always revert back to my Bronzy every time that I tan, because it just cuts my tanning time by half. Like, seriously, just put a bit in the middle of the strip, just up my back, and I'm done. I'm not trying to contort myself into all these crazy positions. And yeah, I'm obsessed with my Bronzy and I love it. And all of my other products from Bronzy, like my freckle stencil, I absolutely love my freckle stencil. My little mini mitts, they are incredible. Like, they have, the exfoliating mini mitt has really, really helped me with my skincare routine. I like to keep up to date. I like to take care of my skin, especially my face, because I like to wear makeup. Touch wood, I've never been one of those to suffer with acne or anything like that, so I have been very lucky. But I don't want to start sort of getting into that routine of wearing too much makeup and not having a proper skincare routine. So the mini exfoliating little heart mitt, absolutely brilliant. So I just pop it on with a bit of my face wash and Bob's your uncle, and then do my skincare afterwards. It's just brilliant. I absolutely love it. And they again have changed my life, Bronzy, because I had a wonderful phone call, and I'm going to cry because I can't believe it. I had Sarah from Bronzy call me on Thursday, and she was so lovely, and we've spoken so much over the past couple of months since they sent me the products, and she's just so lovely. All the girls at Bronzy are amazing, and she said how much that they love my videos and how I've got all this confidence, and I'm thinking, me? Confidence? I mean, in front of the camera I do have confidence, but behind the camera, like, I'm really socially awkward. And I think that comes with my anxiety. So it was really nice to hear that my videos are coming across in such a lovely way. And I'm gonna cry. She basically asked if I wanted to be an ambassador for Bronzy. And I was like, oh my god, yes! I'm crying because I'm so happy, because I can't believe that people are taking a chance on me, and people, they like me for who I am. And this is so silly, I don't know why I'm crying, because I am so happy. It just meant the world to me, and I love that they can see me for who I am. And you guys as well, I love that you can see me for who I am, and I'm just a happy, bubbly person, just bumbling along in life. So yeah, so for them to ask me that and give me that opportunity is just, I can't tell you how much it means to me. Like, you guys, with all your love and support, I just can't tell you how amazing this opportunity is, and I don't know what I've done in life to deserve anything. It's nice, and it's amazing and kind. It's just, yeah, and I'm so excited and I'm so happy, and I love my Bronzy so much, and I honestly would not promote something that I didn't believe in. Yeah, I love it, and I'm so happy that they've asked me to be part of something that I love so much. Yeah, I'm just so happy, and thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you to everyone else at Bronzy. Thank you, everyone, to my new company. I feel like I'm an Oscar winner. That honestly is how I feel. Yeah, so thank you. Just a huge, huge thank you to everyone who has got me where I am today, and who have been there for me and who aren't here for me today. Thank you for those who have taught me lessons through my journey for where I am today, and yeah, for those who are continuing to support and love me, and not just my family, not just my friends, but for you guys as well. You guys, your support is just incredible, and to any of you new people who are joining the journey and my consistent old school subscribers, just thank you. I don't know how I could say thank you any more than just thank you, because it is just amazing, and I'm so grateful in life right now, and you all and everybody who's given me these opportunities, you've just made me feel like the happiest person on earth. I really, really do. So anyway, that is, I guess that's all I just kind of wanted to say. I just wanted to say to you guys that if you're going through something, you can make it out on the other end. You can build your life, and you can do something with your life. I mean, I came out of school with no qualifications whatsoever, but I am about to go into one of the most incredible jobs I think there ever could be. And yeah, you can do it. You set your mind to it, you can go out and you can do it, and you have the strength and you have that positivity. You can do whatever ever you dream of. And if I could tell myself, my, I don't know, 14-year-old, 15-year-old self, that what I know now, then maybe I would be bigger than what I am today. Maybe I would have said, I don't know, maybe I would just be a completely different person. Maybe some of these anxieties wouldn't be bothering me. I honestly don't know, but I wish I could have gone back and told myself back then that it's going to be okay, and you are going to be somebody, and you're going to make it. And that's what I want to tell you guys. You are going to make it, and you are going to be okay, and everything's going to be fine. I honestly promise you, you can make it. So thank you everyone for listening to me ramble and cry a bit. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.